Top 5 Most Haunted Places in the World. As children we have heard many scary ghost stories. These haunted stories still scare us in our dreams. If this is not enough to digest, then let us brief you about some best haunted places on Earth that would really give you that real jolt. Drowse yourself in a pure hair-raising experience on most haunted places in world. 1. Banner Fort, Killa is located on the way to Alwar and Jaipur in Rajasthan in India. As per legend, there was a black magic sorcerer who cursed the residents of the palace that they all would die an unnatural death and their spirits will stay there for centuries to haunt the fort, Killa forever. This fort would really freak any living mortal. One can seldom find a temporary household in the close periphery of this fort. Let us reveal you one more fact about this place. The village households found here are without roofs, as there persists a popular belief and experience that the moment a rooftop is built on a house it collapses. This is said to be the most haunted place in India and amongst world's most haunted places. People are not allowed to spend the night in the fort, for obvious reasons. Believe us, it is also said that anybody who has been to this place after dusk never comes back. This is just like watching a horror flick of Alfred Hitchcock in reality. By the time dusk settles down, the ultimate horror environment starts to descend on the panorama. Highgate Cemetery is one ideal place for ghost hunters. Headless statues, creaky pathways, unmanaged grass pavements, and lest we forget the typical hooting of owls is a common feature to be found in this place. Highgate Cemetery also scores the top slot in being the haunted places in United Kingdom. Still, one cannot ignore the Gothic architecture, beautiful serene ambience, and lest we forget the shivery silence which overrules the entire arena. This one is for those brave hearts boasting hard of their fearless spirits. This is located beneath the railway track that connects Niagara Falls to Toronto and New York. As per a legend, about a century ago there was a farmhouse located just near the south entrance of this tunnel. One night the farmhouse caught fire and a young girl doused in flames, screaming for help, running wild. Nobody knows the story how the farmhouse caught fire. She ran through the tunnel if in case she could get some help, but alas, she was burnt completely and collapsed. So from that day onwards, whoever tries lighting a match in the tunnel, the spirit comes out screaming and haunting the person till dead. Changi Beach in Singapore is the ultimate one. The Changi Beach in Singapore is believed of being a popular killing ground of the Chinese soldiers by the Japanese during the Second World War. Thousands of Chinese soldiers were tortured and killed during this operation, as they were suspected by the Japanese of getting into anti-Japanese activities. This beach stands witness to the killing of innumerable innocent Chinese. Till date, beachcombers thronging to this place could hear the screams and weeping of people. Often at night people could also find deep dig pits as that needed for burials of dead bodies. The most horrifying is that some beachcombers have found headless bodies of Chinese soldiers on the beach at night. Monte Cristo Mansion is recalled by travelers as a place which shouldn't even haunt the memories. As per People's version, Mrs. Crawley, the owner of this mansion, locked herself up after the death of her husband and never came out in the rest 23 years of her life except for once. She died in there and her spirit lingers in the mansion. Passerby could hear the shrills and weeping of a woman. People who visit the mansion get suffocated as if some spirit is trying to press in them. They get respite of the shackles only when they come out. Instances have also been cited of people turning blue. Well, this all sounds to be so horrifying and weird, so now all those daredevils out there, pack your bags and get to these places to test the genuineness of the evident truth or maybe myth.